Alright guys, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be giving you tips and tricks on how to get your proficiency and bond up on weapons fast. So for proficiency, if you have any of the cube rings that are in there right now, example, the one-hand sword, dagger, mace, whip, or two-hand, then use these while you're doing it. So I would also suggest getting the Prodigy persona, which is from Eldria. It increases your attack speed because you want to be fast while doing these. I would also suggest getting the skill speed passes on, so Sword of the Servant, and then the other one that's down here, this one, Instantaneous Stance. So I would suggest those. Also, if you have the wood ornament belt with the passive, use that. And that will be it. Don't put a combo finish. Yeah, don't do that, because you want to be getting the, you want to just be like spamming square. So for proficiency, I myself go over here. All you gotta do is go to a clamp cluster and you just hit it over and over and over. I would say also frequently save, as you know, if you get blue screened or if somehow your power goes out or whatever, you'll lose that progress. So frequently save with this. I suggest also getting at least, you know, 500 proficiency with the weapons, as you can get, you know, passives that you will probably need at some point, like bow. You'll be able to get this skill. Helps with XP. This is good whenever the new level caps come out, or if you're playing through story and you just need it. But definitely try to get these all to 500. Even if you don't use the weapon, like if it's not your main or anything, at least get them to 500 to get all the passives and stuff. But for me personally, I come to this clamp cluster. Now, from the enemy that spawns from it, this lion, you can either get a tank and draw its attention away from the clamp and have them fight it over here or somewhere. So, like that. Let them attack. Get that attention. And so you just come over here. You know, put down some accelerators as well. You can even do this on multi. If you want to do this with friends on multi, you know, go ahead and do that. Set that down. Just keep hitting it over and over. Your proficiency will go up. This will take a while, but if you have time, you know, watch a movie while doing this, or just watch a show while doing this so you don't get too bored. But if you just want to go like as fast as you can, then do this. I suggest putting the difficulty on death game as well, as that makes you get more points, more than you would get on normal mode. Same thing with the weapon bond. I suggest going on death game for that. If you can't do death game, do hard, or if you can't do hard, do normal. Whatever you're more comfortable doing, or what you're able to do. Now, for weapon bond, where you want to have the same exact loadout. So have your skill speed, your prodigy. You know, don't have a combo finish. And for the proficiency, I believe if you do use sword skills, that counts. So if you're using dual wield, you know, you can go ahead and use a starburst. I believe those do count as well. But for getting weapon bond, which, if you don't know, weapon bond, as you can see right there where it says my character's name, Sheta, that's the weapon bond meter. Once you get that maxed, the stats on the weapons will get a boost. So like how this is max bond, and then I go to a weapon that's not max bond. So like just another light wolf. See, the stats are lower. Obviously it's lower because also these stats are lower and they're not plus 10. But even if I plus 10'd the same exact copy that I have of this, it would still be lower because it's not max bond. So go in death game again, and best way to get bond fast, efficiently, is go to the raids, then go to East. Go to East Extreme and start it up. If you're also trying to get some a little bit of star mastery, you know, get your sword skill uses up to go to 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, bring some AIs with you as well. AIs that use the same weapon type. So like me right now, I have one-hand equip. I'm trying to get Sonic Leap at 3-star. I have it at 2-star. So I would get AI with one hand, and I would get records for them where they will use Sonic Leap a lot on the crystal. Now, even though if you don't have, you know, good gear, anything like that, you don't need accuracy, because you don't need accuracy for East Extreme right here for what you're going to be doing. So you want to follow this route, go all the way up here, run past everything. Don't try to fight them, don't do anything. You want this to be on death game as well, so the crystal can survive longer. And as I said, you want to just keep spamming X, just keep spamming that. So you want to come to this crystal because no enemies will aggro to you. So as I said before, you can do accelerators, you know, do skill speed buffs like Firebolt, Sword of the Goddess, get your Prodigy, the skill passives and all that. Just hit this over and over. Hit it over and over. You can use sword skills to make it a little faster as well, like Nova Ascension, you know, if you're using one hand, because this is multiple hits. But just sit here and spam on this crystal. And as I said, you know, watch a movie or watch a show while doing this so you don't get as bored. Another tip is if you're dual wielding and you're trying to get a weapon bond up fast, put it in your main hand, as the main hand gets the most bond than offhand. But yeah, this is just where you want to come to farm bond levels really fast. And that was the first method I showed you for proficiency. That's the fastest way you can get it. If you have a really good team for multi, you can go South Extreme, because that's what I did before. But other than that, if you can't, then go to a clamp cluster and just hit that over and over. And like I said, I suggest getting at least all weapons, even if it's not your main or you don't use it. Get them to 500 to get the full trees unlocked for them. I suggest doing all of this before we get the update with the new weapon type that'll come out. And whenever the new weapon type comes out, you can also do this method as well. So that'll pretty much be the fastest way for you to get this stuff. Other than that, that's about it. So take care.